Davey, a big point in the end here at Pittodrie. Happy with how that one panned out?
I think it's a good point when you throw in the clean sheet, so there's a lot to be positive about. I don't think Jerome really had a lot to do in the game. Don't think Mitov had a hell of a lot to do in the game either. First half, I'll be honest, wasn't really overly happy with the first half performance. I don't think we were as a group, starting 11 coaching staff. Had a wee chat at half time, we think we've got to do better, and I felt the second half there was a lot more bravery shown in the ball. Created a couple of chances in open play and set plays, both halves, but majority the second half. So now I'm really pretty positive on the performance as a whole. You're not going to always string a perfect 90 together. You're coming up here to an Aberdeen team that's spent a lot of money. Here's Nisbet comes in, Scotland international. You've got the boy Carlson. You'll probably not know a lot about him, but he's top. We've got him in loan, so they start the game and then they bring Stuart Armstrong on again, a boy that's played English Premier League. So I think we've got to take a wee bit of belief as a group, because I still think there's a bit of that missing. We'll hammer at home at the potential we've got and how good we can be and what we can do this year, and there's still probably a wee bit with the changing room. It's untested because it was at championship level last year, and I'm hoping the performances, because I think the performances in the main, even first half at Celtic, the boys should take a lot of credit. They should take a lot of credit, because I think as a group we've got a really good group, and I genuinely feel that we'll kick on as a group. I genuinely feel we've still a wee bit more to come for this group of players.
Game really opened up the last 20 minutes. The home crowd were too open, you could probably say. The home crowd really got in the kind of back and really kind of urging Aberdeen on, and a big block at the end to really preserve.
With Danny Wilson, yeah. I felt that I'm not wanting to single people out, but I think the defensive unit in Jerome today were really, really good. I think the second half especially, they built the game really well. They were brave in the ball, but do you know what? Both halves, they defended their box, put their bodies in the line, and I think the back four, I think Adam, Danny, they were, honestly, in Gowser and Jerome, I felt they were very, very good. And I'll probably add in Mo Salah there, because I thought that was probably one of Mo's best games on and off the ball, and when he got a yellow card, and I thought the yellow card, I think that's a disgrace for him. I think it's a foul for us, and it hits his hand. He's not as if it's went ball to hand, so even if it wasn't a foul for us, he's not meant the handball, but it's definitely a foul for us. And Mo's game's kind of against the ball. His best attributes are against the ball, so coming away from home playing against the bigger teams, Mo's such a big player for us. I mean, he got a yellow card early on in the game. You think that would have took a wee bit away from his own game, but it never. I thought he was very, very good. But I think there's a lot of positives throughout the day, but specifically the second half, I thought the second half performance was there. And probably need to get used to not getting it our own way all the time. Last year we dominated games for the first minute to the 90 minute. And a lot of that was there this year. It's going to be, games are going to bring different demands at different stages of the game, but I thought the boys handled it pretty well.
Has been a really tough run, obviously away to Celtic, as you've said, Hearts and Hibs at home, and today you're just pleased to get the clean sheet and finally get the first one under the belt.
I'm pleased for the clean sheet, but I think if we can just, I'm not really too focused on you've no 1 in 4, you've no 1 in 5, or whatever. I'll be game by game. So I've said it pretty early on. So when we do go through a period where we've maybe not done that, I'm not really too fussed about it, because it's just about that next game. Focus your energy on that next game. Don't get bogged down in what's happened previously. I think today you go and look at Hearts, and Hearts go to Ibrox, win 2-0, and we're sitting devastated that Hearts beat us with a last kick of the ball at Livingston. So maybe that shows us where we are as a group, because I thought we were really unlucky in that game not to take something from it. And you go away, and right now, 5 games in, we're probably sitting, I don't know, mid-table, something like that. I think the results kind of all went our way today. So I think the boys have got to take a lot of belief for that. And hopefully the fans can see, hopefully we've sent the fans down the road with a wee bit of a smile on their face, and kind of travelling over the bridges, been fairly positive the last probably year or so. So hopefully we can continue that going into next week.
It was first minutes for Mahamadou since signing last week. Quite happy with what he contributed today in his sub appearance, and what can you
thought he started really well. He's up to us because there's bits of his game that needs improvement. I felt he started really well, then his head gasket went, my last 10 minutes, but it's a totally different level of football. And I like the kid. The two that came in, I like the both of them. Really, really good kids. So I want to coach them, I want to help them, and they'll help us in the long run. But today it was nice to actually turn round and you've kind of got an option in there. I know we've got older players who can play in there, but I don't think that would have suited the game today, how it went. So it was nice to have that option from the bench and bringing young, fresh legs into the team, because it does bring a wee bit of energy. I think there's a lot more to come from him. He's going to probably go back at the end of this season absolutely hating me, but that's my job. I'll push him, I'll take him out his comfort zone, I'll put demands on him, and I want more intensity from him, because he's definitely got it in his locker. But I thought it was parts of the game today I was really happy with, and there was other parts that all come through playing for us, playing for me, and understanding Scottish football, which is a lot more transitional in where he's coming from. So that's the part of the game he's probably going to have to kind of adapt to very, very quick.
A first look just on next week then, away to Dens Park to take on Dundee. Obviously another tough game will be in store. What's your first thoughts heading into that one?
Probably a different game, isn't it? The game's going to demand different things from today. It's going to demand different things from the last game at Hearts. So we'll kind of look at that. I've kind of got it in my head kind of how we're going to approach that game. Today probably gives you that wee bit of momentum going into the next game. So it's a game that we're definitely more than capable of winning. But Elvis has now had them for a few weeks now, so his coaching's coming into it. He's in a kind of transitional phase, for want of a better word. So week by week, I'd imagine Dundee will get a wee bit stronger as the weeks go on. So I think we know the problems they're going to create for us, but it's all about Livingston. I think how are we going to, and what are we going to do? And hopefully the performance will be there, because I'm a big believer. It's not always about the result, it's about the performance. Today will show you that. I think the performance was there. It was a good, dogged, workman-like performance with a bit of quality. I think it's a game we're more than capable of winning, but so are Dundee.